Hello, welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Today we are talking about what, Sarah?
We are talking about tips for new vegans.
Right.
But first,
We're going to talk about what we've been eating.
yes.
Okay.
So, something that I made recently for us to eat was chickpea tuna salad.
Yeah, no tuna. But
No tuna.
it's like chickpea salad made in the style of tuna salad. It's really fucking good.
I did a good job, I think.
Yeah, it was great.
I did an alright job. It's literally just like chickpeas.
All right, that was the cat just
Losing
being the
her
cat.
mind, apparently.
Anyway, she heard you say tuna. Fuck. So there you go. But no, okay, the chickpea tuna salad, it's basically just what? Just chickpeas
And like vegan mayonnaise and like whatever spices. I usually put Old Bay because it makes anything taste a little bit like fish.
Right.
Like garlic, onion, like whatever stupid shit you feel like putting in there. And then like that makes up the base. And then I separate it into like different servings. And in your serving, you can put what you want.
Like relish and stuff.
Right. So I put
Okay.
relish and red pepper flakes and lemon in mine.
Yeah.
And you could ostensibly put anything.
Yeah, we were thinking of potatoes might be pretty good in it, and I think they would be.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
don't have the energy to do the potatoes.
Right.
But no, that's definitely going to be on the list to give a try too, because I think the potatoes will be pretty good, because it's like a merger between potato salad and tuna salad.
Yeah, no, that'll definitely be good. And then you could do this like on a sandwich, like you would, whatever. We ate with saltines, kind of like a dip, and
Right.
it was great.
Because we were outside.
Yeah,
But so the other thing I wanted to talk about food wise was what we ate last night, because last night we had a little treat night. We ate some junk,
Oh,
but also some
yeah.
good junk. So what did we find at the Publix?
so brownie batter hummus.
It's
It was like
dessert hummus.
Dessert hummus. I didn't know that dessert hummus existed, but it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I kind of knew that it had existed, but I thought it was just like for bougie people and like, you know,
Yeah, we
whatever.
found it at Publix.
Right, it's like the Publix on campus.
Yeah.
Like it's literally right there.
No, it was good. It was like the same price as regular hummus, and it was delicious.
We
We ate
ate
it with
a-
strawberries.
We ate it a lot faster than we eat regular hummus.
Yeah, that jar did not last very long.
Yeah, because it's like a thing of hummus, and we like dipped our strawberries in it because it was like chocolate. It was the brownie batter flavor.
Yeah.
They have red velvet flavor, which we're gonna get next.
They had red velvet. They had just chocolate.
Snickerdoodle.
Yeah,
Yeah, brownie batter, snickerdoodle, and velvet, or red velvet,
and then
and
just
that
chocolate.
was the chocolate one was Boar's Head brand.
Yeah, I'm counting it. It was still dessert hummus.
Right? No, it's just
Okay.
the other flavors were a different brand.
Right.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it was really good. That was an awesome treat.
Yeah, no, I wanted to bring the dessert hummus to everyone's attention.
Yeah. So anyway, tips for new vegans.
Tips for new vegans because it's January.
Yes.
It's veganuary.
It is New Year's Day when we are recording this.
People are excited to do vegan stuff. From what I understand, Veganuary has had record numbers of people signing up.
Right.
And people are really excited. And I'm also noticing a lot of articles online about like, are you really sure you want to do vegan for a whole month? So there's like definitely some like opposition to it, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
It's the same people that always have opposition to it.
Right.
But also people are signing up in record numbers because I think it said something like 80%. There's just some sort of like survey that said 80% of people aged like 18 to 35 would consider veganism or vegetarianism.
Right.
And like, yeah, because pretty much everybody I've met that's like in our age group has been like, hey, yeah, cool. It's like whatever. Like it's people that are in other age groups that are like, fuck that.
Yeah, definitely.
But so anyways, I wanted to give Jordan the opportunity to talk about the first tip because it's his.
Yes. A very near to my heart, a very happy tip. What am I saying? Fuck. Okay, so my tip is stay away from fruits and veggies.
Which sounds fucked up until you explain it.
Okay.
Because fruits and veggies are good for you.
When I went vegan, I thought all I could eat were fruits and veggies. I thought, okay, you're vegan, so you basically eat like a rabbit now, right? Because that's the joke.
Right.
The problem is I didn't eat fruits and veggies before I went vegan. So then I went vegan, and all I was eating was like rice and steamer packs of veggies, and it was fucking miserable. So my real tip is to not change your diet too much. Try to eat the normal foods that you've been eating. If you eat a lot of sandwiches, make vegan sandwiches. If you eat a lot of pasta, continue eating pasta. Like, don't over health it.
Yeah, I agree with that, and that leads into the next tip. But what I wanted to like focus on for a minute was like, eat fruits and vegetables, right?
Of course, yeah.
Especially like if you're already eating them now, they're great, they're whatever, and like going vegan will give you the opportunity to be like to fit more fruits and vegetables into your diet because you can like have the chance to like think about them a little bit more.
Yeah.
But definitely don't focus on them. Don't focus on like, you know, like, oh, I'm vegan, so I have to eat fruits and vegetables. Like, there's a whole wide world of plant-based foods out there that are, like, literally not fruits and vegetables. And they're good and they're fine. I went through a long period through most of 2018, actually, where I pretty much didn't eat vegetables. And that's neither healthy nor advisable. But I was fine.
Yeah, I just think it's important to, just don't think of it as like you have to be super healthy and super like whole foods. Like there's a lot of processed vegan food, and I know I shouldn't be advocating that. But
yeah, you should.
If it's what you're used to eating, then continue to eat like that when you switch, because making the switch to vegan is already pretty huge. You shouldn't switch like literally everything about your diet when you switch. Like Uncrustables are vegan. Those little Smuckers like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, they're fucking amazing. So keep eating trash as you make the switch. If you eat trash.
And that's what the next tip is, like, don't make this like a drastic lifestyle change.
Yeah.
If what you eat on a daily basis is like mostly high processed foods, fast foods, junk foods, foods that are not super like foods that are not usually considered super healthy, like you can eat more plants and less meat and less dairy and still eat that style of eating. I feel like everyone's like, oh, you have to go vegan, so you have to eat like you said earlier, like whole foods, like, and that's what like the health-based sect of veganism really advocates, right? Is like, you know, eat a whole foods plant-based diet with vegetables and fruits and whole grains and like, you know, whatever. And that's great. And if you are excited to do that, by God, do it. That's amazing. But like for both of us, like we made going vegan this drastic lifestyle change kind of from the jump.
Yeah.
Like we were like overnight went from eating Taco Bell like as our last meal before we went vegan to eating literally carrots and rice with sauce.
Yeah, it just doesn't need to be that way.
It doesn't need to be that drastic. And like you can even still eat healthier and eat vegan. You don't have to like lose your shit over it.
Right.
And I like, to be fair, if you're interested in that, if you are looking for a drastic lifestyle change and you feel like going vegan can like help push you into that, then do it. That's amazing. But for people that are just like, I'm interested in eating less meat and less dairy and more plants, like Oreos are vegan, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like you can be fine.
All right.
So, third tip is also Jordan's.
Oh shit.
The tip is to go to Chipotle.
Oh yeah. And I mean, in a broader sense, I mean, just go to where you usually go, I guess.
But we gotta talk about Chipotle.
Chipotle specifically, I mean, like, is just an amazing place for vegans because they have so many options, and you can get a bowl, you can get a burrito, you can get tacos, you can get whatever you usually get and make it vegan. So, yeah, Chipotle is my jam for sure.
I really like Chipotle. We can't eat there all that often because it fucks me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
stomach.
Yeah, I'm an old lady now. I can't have just anything. But, you know, all their tortillas are vegan. their rice, their beans, vegetables, sofritas, all the salsas, corn, lettuce,
Yeah,
guac.
corn is vegan.
Well, the corn has like a bunch of other stuff in it too.
Yeah.
Like, you can get pretty much anything except meat, cheese, and sour cream
Yeah.
and queso.
No, that's literally it. Everything there. So, I mean, you can really go wild, and it's a great place to do that.
And it really is. And something that's nice about Chipotle, and like, there's a lot of places that we could have named here. Like, we talked about Chili's last episode. We've talked about a few other places. Tijuana Flats is really good. That's my favorite. But a lot of these, like, chains that are sort of all over America that are, like, not vegan friendly from the outset, or you can't really tell, or you're like, oh yeah, I can never eat there again, like Chipotle, are probably fine. And so, like, you can go there with your friends that aren't eating vegan
Yeah.
and have a great time.
Yeah. Just figure it out. Go where you've been going,
Right.
and you'll be fine.
There's plenty of places that in 2019 are serving vegan options happily, are
Yeah.
excited to do so. Sometimes they're not, sometimes I don't know about them. Like, sometimes they don't get it. Like, we've
Yeah.
definitely been to Fridays after they started serving the Beyond Burger and had the employees be like, is that like vegetarian? Can you have cheese? Can you, like, being like confused about it?
Yeah, don't expect anyone to know anything.
Right.
But if you do your research, do your homework, you can go to any of these places and get good food. And there's some good resources, and we'll talk about that later, but
Right.
it's not so hard.
Yeah, so, like, and Jordan said when we were talking about this, like, everyone should go to Chipotle, like, the first day that they're vegan.
Yeah.
Get the fucking sofrita bowl or a veggie burrito. And we didn't mention this, but, like, if you go to Chipotle and you don't get, like, a meat, which includes sofritas, so if you just get beans or veggies, the guac is free.
Yeah.
And, like, that's a game changer, especially if you've been getting sour cream and you want something creamy.
The guac's
and you're
important at that point.
Yeah, it's really good. I don't particularly love their guac because it's a little bit chunky, but I also value, like, the creaminess
Yeah.
of it in, like, the tacos or whatever. So definitely go to fucking Chipotle or Tijuana Flats or Chili's or wherever the hell, like, wherever it is that you normally go. I bet they have an option.
Yeah. Just don't stress yourself out about it. Like, don't go there not knowing what you're going to order. Try to figure it out beforehand. Look online and stuff. So,
Everybody has a menu online.
yeah. And they'll have their ingredients listed a lot, especially if you search for, like, allergen information. Mm-hmm. So, you can figure it out. And I would do that before you go into the restaurant. So, what's next?
My next tip is to go into your kitchen cabinets, because I feel like over the last 2.5 years that we've been vegan, there are a lot of people that when I tell them that I'm vegan are like, oh, I could never do that. Like, I'm a carnivore, I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like, no, you're not. Because unless you literally are trying, like, this new carnivore diet, you're vegan. Like, you have vegan stuff in your pantry, you have vegan stuff in your fridge. Like, there's vegan food for you. Like, so my challenge is to, like, go into your cabinets and look at the ingredients on the food that you already fucking have. And count how many things are vegan and, like, look at how many things aren't. And the things that are vegan, yay, keep fucking eating those. And the things that aren't, figure out if there's a way for you to slowly, like, replace them, crowd them out with vegan options so that you can have a more plant-friendly fridge.
Yeah. Because that goes back to kind of my tip where you don't need to change so much.
No.
Like, a lot of the stuff you already eat is probably vegan. And you can keep eating it.
Right. Like,
So-
there's mostly the theme of this episode is that, like, this shouldn't be such a huge change, and it shouldn't be so difficult that you can't do it. Like, we fucked that up for ourselves. We made
Yeah.
it this, like, huge drastic thing, and it was really hard, and we had to, like, look at our fridge and, like, I don't know. But, like, one of the
Right.
things that we did do was we looked at the stuff in our kitchen and we were like, oh shit, this is vegan. That's amazing. And, like, we kept eating those foods, and there's a lot of foods that we still eat that we just never stopped eating because they were vegan,
Yeah.
like, from the start. Like, there's all manner of, like, breakfast cereals and, like,
Yeah.
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, your favorite snack, unless it's beef jerky or something, it might be vegan. So
Right.
just keep looking at that, and,
then-
yeah.
To that, there's vegan jerkies that exist.
Yeah, there is vegan jerky. You're not going to find it too many places, but it does
No.
exist.
Yeah, I think you get it online too, but we
Yeah.
found ours at Whole Foods. It was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's a treat.
It's definitely a treat because it's a little bit expensive, but I
Yeah.
think I remember beef jerky being a little bit expensive.
It is.
To,
Yeah. No.
like as a snack.
Right, beef jerky is a little pricey.
But like all sorts of popcorn, chips, candy, cookies, especially junk. There's all sorts of vegan junk.
Oh my god, there's so much. It's amazing.
Like that's why we're assholes
Yeah.
with our food. We just eat the junk.
My problem is chocolate milk. I can't get away from it.
Oh my god.
I loved it before I was vegan, and I love it just as much now.
Because you either get the pre-made,
Yeah.
like Silk or whatever, soy almond cashew chocolate milk, or you get Hershey syrup and put it in plain soy milk.
Yeah. It's so good. I'm never growing up.
He's a chocolate milk fiend. I don't really understand it because I like chocolate milk okay, but like not like this.
No one
Something
likes
else.
it the way I like it.
But
All right.
like, to that end, I fucking love my potato chips and my
Yeah.
Doritos and shit,
And you're still eating them.
and I'm still eating them. So,
So there
like,
you go.
Yeah. No, they're killing me slowly from the inside out, but I'm eating them. I'm happy about it. So, the next tip is to focus on getting enough calories and getting enough protein.
Right. Staying full. Oh, you want me to continue on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I went vegan, it was a lot of, like I said, that like steamed rice and veggies, and that's not enough calories, and it wasn't enough protein, it wasn't enough anything.
No.
So I was very hungry all the time, and that's no way to live. Don't do that to yourself.
No.
Make sure you're full. I don't know.
Something that I might suggest for this is to like go through your day and sort of track what you're eating just like in a regular day
Yeah.
and like figure out like if you're eating 2,500 calories a day and that is what keeps you full and like sustained and feeling energized throughout the day and you're getting 150 grams of protein a day, you should try to mimic that as closely as possible as a vegan. Try to mimic those macros, and it's a little bit difficult. You have to focus a little bit more on protein as a vegan because you're not just getting it accidentally from a ton of sources like, yogurt and stuff like that. But what you are getting is like all of these other nutrients and you got all these other foods. So like you can go through and you can get plenty of protein on a vegan diet. You just have
Yeah.
to like pay a little bit of attention. And the problem was that we didn't know what we were doing.
No, we really didn't.
And so we were like, who gives a fuck? Let's just eat bananas. And like, bananas are great. They're not going to keep you feeling that full for that long.
I really like what you're saying about like track before you go vegan just to see like what you eat in a day. And really do like try to do that because that would have been a game changer for us when we went vegan. It would have kept us from feeling so lethargic and like fatigued and sick. Like, not that it's a little over dramatic, but like when you're hungry all the time, it's fucking stupid, and like there's no point.
Right. And to some extent, it was kind of fun because we were starving all the time, so we were eating all the time.
Yeah, we were just finding all sorts of vegan shit because we were hungry.
Right. And that's like no way to live. Like,
Yeah.
you need to find food that is going to sustain you. And honestly, if you don't just eat 100% fucking fruits and vegetables all the time, you'll probably be fine.
Yeah,
It's not that hard. Like,
you've got to eat so many fruits and vegetables to like,
feel like shit the way we did.
yeah. Well, I
Or,
mean, so many to
like-
feel good, like to get enough calories
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
Like it'd be ridiculous. So
No, that's
throw
true.
some tofu in there,
Yeah,
some
no.
like mock meat, some Oreos. You'll be good.
And like consider that like the foods that you're most excited about might not be the foods that are the most like calorically dense. Like one of
Yeah.
the things that I really liked when we first went vegan was vegan pho. And we
Right.
went to this place that we still go to and I would get their pho, but I didn't like the way they cooked their tofu that much. And it's like fine, I like it a little more now, but back then I really didn't like tofu that much.
Right.
And so what you're essentially eating is broth, vegetables, and rice noodles.
Yeah, That's
and
not
that's
a hearty meal.
nice. I was fucking very excited about that.
Tastes great.
But you have to eat foods that are gonna like sustain you as well. You have to eat foods that are gonna make you feel full and that are gonna fuel you for like the rest of your day. And like that takes a little bit of time to figure out. But like just one of my things that I would say is to just always include like a protein source in your meals.
Right.
So like tofu, mock meats, tempeh, seitan, that's all pretty easy. But like at a bigger portion size, any sort of beans or like a bean-based pasta or something like that, like if you have like a lentil pasta or like whatever, like that's a pretty good protein source. And then you can have your vegetables, your starches, whatever with that, and your fats, and that's gonna make you feel good.
Right.
So like some easy thing, like that's why we say go to Chipotle on your first day, because you're not gonna walk out of Chipotle hungry.
No.
You know what I mean?
My
Because you're
vegan
gonna
burrito
have.
is probably still over 1,000 calories, so
Oh, I don't know. That's a lot, but
I get that guac. So
you get a ton of guac. But that's right. Is you get rice, beans, you got the tortilla, you got the vegetables, salsa, guac, lettuce, all that. And like the amount of beans that you get and the amount of rice and the tortilla and everything adds up to be a reasonable amount of protein. It's probably a lower protein meal for you,
right.
like out of the meals that you eat.
No, I eat so much tofu. That,
Right.
Like, yeah.
But like that's still a significant amount of protein as opposed to if you were just trying to eat vegetables.
Right. It's at least a hearty meal, and that's what I would say is make sure you're eating hearty meals.
Proteins and fats, because I
yeah.
find a lot of new vegans usually are indoctrinated via 80-10-10.
Right. Trying
Which-
to avoid fat.
Right,
Don't
which
do
we
that.
talked about. Like, fucking eat the avocados and the nuts and the seeds. I spend so much of my day just getting so excited to eat avocado later,
Yeah.
or nuts, or seeds.
Right,
like, eating them
no.
as a snack.
We keep a lot of nuts, seeds.
a
and
lot
avocado.
of them. Yeah, no,
Like,
it's amazing.
It's good shit.
And it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So,
Alrighty.
the next tip is actually your tip. So you might want to talk a little bit about this to start, but it's to beware of the level 10 vegans.
Oh, yeah. So when you're first going vegan, you're going to encounter a lot of people online or maybe in person who are just like extremely vegan. And that's great, right? It's great to be extremely vegan. But what I really mean is like they might be vegan not just in diet, but also in like the clothing they wear and the things they're using, and like, you know, no leather, no like animal tested products and things like that. And that's great. And you'll probably eventually, if you're not vegan for the animals right now, you probably eventually will be.
I would say that's
Fair,
fair.
like,
a lot
you
of
know,
people
maybe-
a lot of people stay because they're like, oh shit, I haven't eaten an animal in 6 months,
Yeah.
and it's kind of nice.
Yeah,
I like
so
them.
eventually you might want to get into that where you're not going to buy leather anymore. You're going to look for shampoos and like deodorants and things that weren't tested on animals. But at the very beginning, it's kind of daunting, and they'll tell you that you're not vegan if you have like a leather belt.
Oh my god, the thing is either you're not a real vegan, or you know, you should really stop calling yourself vegan. You're actually plant-based. And
Yeah.
like, I understand, look, words have to mean things.
Right.
So I fucking get it. I'm a bitch about semantics. However, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
You don't just show up, you don't wake up and you're like, everything's vegan now, because that means you're probably going to have to take a long, hard look at your whole life
Yeah.
and figure out what to do. And we joke sometimes that the best way to be the best vegan in the world is to die and to leave your remains somewhere where the vultures can get at them. Because
Yeah.
that's like, look, you're driving a car, you're using fucking electricity, you're fucking 100%.
Creating waste.
If you're in America,
Yeah.
you're living on stolen land, fucking from people and animals. Like, you're causing so many problems. Like, you know how much roadkill we see on the side of the road every day? Like,
Yeah.
look, our lives are really shitty to animals.
We're destructive.
So, like, yeah, humans are bad, okay? But if you're trying to, like, do a little bit of good and you want to change your diet, but you're like, fuck, I have these really nice leather shoes, I'm not ready to get rid of them yet, don't fucking get rid of them, because then
And
it
first of
will
all,
be
is
wasteful.
getting rid of them even like the vegan thing to do if you already have them. I don't know. Fuck these people. They're so annoying.
Right. And on the other side of the exact same coin are people that are absolutely not vegan, but expect you to be a perfect vegan.
Yeah.
So, like, oh, well, you're vegan.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
use vegan makeup? Because if not, you're not, like, that kind of a vegan, are you? Like,
You
shut
might
the
as
fuck
well
up.
be eating cows if you're...
Right. And there's,
Like-
that's, like, a really just fallacious argument that I can't get over how fucking shitty it is. Like, let people enjoy things. Let people try to do things. If you're interested in becoming vegan, great. If you're still using MAC makeup, that's a bummer. Maybe next time replace that lipstick with something else. I hear Fenty is cruelty free, and everyone likes Fenty, so go buy Fenty next time.
But, like, just try to ignore that initially.
Yeah, try
Like,
to just...
if you're trying to make changes, make the changes, and really try to ignore the people that would strip the label from you if the label's important to you, you know?
Right, but we talked about
And,
this in episode 3 when you went to the hospital, and we were talking about you're not vegan for the street cred.
Right. Really, I mean, try to get to that point where it's not about, like, I don't care if you tell me I'm not vegan. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'll stop calling myself vegan. I don't really care. But I'm not going to consume animal products.
Right.
Like, that's why I'm doing it.
Right, and like, it's about, for us and for most vegans, reducing animal suffering.
Yeah.
And like, so if you're in a position where there's nothing you can fucking do, there's nothing you can fucking do. If you're in the hospital, fuck it. If you're taking birth control that has lactose in it, fuck it. Don't have a baby because you're afraid to be on the pill.
Yeah.
Like, don't sacrifice that. That's important. That's a fucking big deal. You can't just be having babies. But no, the whole level 10 vegans and the people that expect you to be a level 10 vegan are outrageous. And what they're trying to do is undermine you and make you feel like, look, this whole project that I'm undertaking right now is so huge and so daunting. I'm never going to be able to do it, so I might as well just fuck it all and stop everything.
Yeah.
And that's not cool. It's not worth it.
No, don't become an ex-vegan.
No,
Like,
just
that's-
because someone made you feel bad.
Yeah.
Just try your best. And like, if you're not ready to call yourself vegan yet, but you're ready to call yourself plant-based or mostly plant-based because you're trying, go that route. Don't feel like, oh, I can't be a vegan.
Right.
Like, you fucking can. Join the club. I'm offering you my card. You're allowed in because
Right.
you're giving a shit and you're putting in effort. And that's the most important thing.
Absolutely. All right. What do we got next?
So, this is kind of funny because it almost contradicts our last tip.
Okay, great.
But it doesn't.
Okay.
But it's to find like an accountability buddy or accountability buddies.
This doesn't count. Yeah.
It
this
doesn't-
is-
it-
this is fair.
Right. No, it's fair. Just don't let your accountability buddy be the bitch that's like, you're not
Right.
really vegan if you use Mac.
Right.
Like, fuck that person. But find a community or just one person or a diary or like a Facebook group or whatever that you can share your vegan journey with.
Right.
And like, if you fucking really need somebody that bad and you can't find anybody, my DMs are open. Fucking DM me and we'll talk about it. But like, look, every day it's nice to be able to like share with people like, oh look what I ate today, it's all vegan, isn't that cool? Or like, you know, fuck, I fucked up today, is this okay? Like, you know,
Right.
and have somebody to like share in those experiences with, because it's like a new thing and it's a new way of eating, and eating is so social and so important like culturally to humans. Like,
Yeah.
most humans don't like to eat by themselves, or if they do, it becomes like this weird thing and it's like, well, I don't want to eat by myself, because eating is such a thing that we do together. It's like so important to us as humans that like when you change the way you're eating, the social group that you were eating with before might not be the social group that's going to work as well for you anymore, because, you know, you go vegan and your family is like an asshole, or your friends are annoying, or your coworkers are weird about your food, and like hopefully none of that happens to any of y'all that are listening.
Hopefully.
But like, it happens sometimes. Sometimes you got like a weird relative that's like, why don't you just eat chicken? And it's weird. So if you have like an accountability buddy that you can like text and be like, oh my god, this person's being such an asshole, like they're like making jokes about my food, like this is so frustrating, you can have somebody to share in that frustration, because we've all fucking been there.
Yeah.
And like this person can be somebody that like is going vegan too. So like you and your sister, or you and your best friend, or you and your partner want to go vegan together. Awesome. That's your accountability buddy. Y'all can talk about it together. Like if Jordan wasn't with me when I first decided to go vegan, I sure as fuck would have just gotten pizza that day. Like
Right. No,
it just
and
would have
it's-
happened.
It's nice to have someone. It's nice to have a community, and like there are so many communities now. It's not so hard. Like just get
No.
online.
Right. No, there's
know.
Instagram, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, and like I know on Twitter once in a while some of the vegans will do like a list. So they'll have you like comment in a thread like what your like name and age and location is, or something along those lines.
Right.
And they'll like group you into lists, and then you can look at that list and see like, oh, all these people are, you know, my same like location or my same age, or you know, whatever, or they're all vegans for this. And those are people that you can interact with or follow on Twitter. Like just literally having vegans on your social media that you see posting are like, that's really valuable and nice, because you're like, you know, oh shit, so and so is a vegan. You know who's fucking vegan that I didn't realize was vegan until recently is Ariana Grande.
There you go.
Like just seeing, like she's Ariana Grande.
Make her your accountability
She's
buddy.
fucking vegan. Make her your accountability buddy.
DM her.
Yeah, don't DM her. Leave her alone. She's had a rough year. Let her chill. But like, there's plenty of people that like you can just see posting on your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever that you're like, oh shit, they're vegan. Watch vegan YouTube. Like, there's probably people in the comments of your favorite vegan YouTuber that are like talking about going vegan. Like, link
Yeah.
up.
There you go.
You need a friend. God damn it.
Make friends.
Just make some vegan friends, because then like, I don't know, if they're local, it's so fun. Like this girl that was like, she's like sort of vegetarian, and she's sort of vegetarian because I helped her get to that point. We went to Aldi together,
Yeah.
and like we like went through like up and down the aisles and was like, ooh, look at all these canned vegetables, they're so cheap. Like, and we got canned vegetables, so she can eat fucking vegetables all the time. Like,
Right.
we got her some tofu, we got her all sorts of stuff. And like having somebody to just go grocery shopping with her, she was like, can you please just come with me? Like that's invaluable. It's like just navigating the grocery store together, so you're not there feeling like weird and dumb and like can't figure it out, so you just grab the chicken and run. Like,
Right.
you know, you have somebody to peruse the ingredients lists with.
Yeah. So what is our next tip?
Our last tip
Our last tip.
is to use your resources.
Yes. Get on the Google machine.
Honestly, like, I guess if you're going vegan and this is the first thing you're listening to, you're already sort of using your resources.
Yeah, because you had to find this. So
But
you're using the Google.
keep going. There's
Yeah.
all sorts of books, there's apps, there's videos, there's all sorts of shit that's gonna like help you. Like Happy Cow is really popular for a
Yeah.
reason, because it's pretty good. It's like an app or website you use that you like type in your like zip code or whatever, and it will tell you like all of the restaurants in your area that have vegan options.
Yeah.
And I actually noticed that it's not even that comprehensive, which is kind of nice actually, because it means that like there's more vegan shit than the vegans know about.
Yeah.
But like there's all sorts of places near us that we found because we used Happy Cow, because we were like, oh shit, so and so has a vegan option, or like this Thai place has this and this and this, and like that's actually how we found the pho place that we really like, because it was on Happy Cow.
That is true.
And they have like, it's like a Vietnamese place, so they have like this like giant menu as they do, and the first half of the menu is like a traditional whatever, and then the second half is all vegan.
Yeah, it's great.
It's amazing.
There's
It's so
also
exciting.
like the PETA website and like all these websites that'll tell you like the chain restaurants and stuff, like how to
Yes.
order vegan, how to get vegan at fast food. And then obviously like recipes and cookbooks that will tell you what to make with the shit you buy at the grocery store. Like,
Yeah.
it's all out there.
Right. And
Use the
like,
resources.
and we're working on providing more resources for y'all, but like there's so fucking much. Like you don't have to have, you know, a Whole Foods and a vegan guru in your area to teach you about how to do this shit. You can find it. There's so much information, and like literally, look, go to Chipotle, go to Taco Bell, go to the grocery store. Like there's all sorts of shit, and like your like internet is so fucking valuable and important. And something else that's like I didn't really start doing until this year was like company websites like Silk. If you go on the Silk website, they have a whole fuckload of products that I didn't know about.
Right.
And like they'll have you type in your zip code and they'll tell you which products are in your area.
That's so cool.
So like I know that like the Silk yogurts are supposed to be at the Publix near us.
Right.
So like you can go to that Publix and know what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Like so you don't just have to be like, oh, I have to go see if there's a vegan yogurt here.
Yeah.
Or I have to go see if there's like vegan milk here. Like, first of all, there probably is. But
Yeah.
use that website. And a lot of grocery stores are even pretty cool about like you can talk to like the manager or the people that run the grocery store and like petition for a product to be brought to that grocery store.
Yeah, definitely a thing.
Like fuck, y'all really don't have soy milk at all or almond milk or anything like that. Can we like, is there anything that I can do? And there's like ways to get those products into your grocery store. And like there's
Right.
also online shopping.
Yeah.
Like I know Amazon has like a fuckload of like especially dry foods you can pretty much get from anywhere.
Yeah.
But like even some places have like Amazon area, like Amazon like little like warehouses and whatever are close enough to them that they can get their groceries from Amazon.
Yeah.
So like it's a thing. You can get vegan food. Like you just have to do a little bit of trying and a little bit of digging, and like keep a little folder on your like bookmarks in your computer of like all of the cool vegan recipes you want to try, or all the cool vegan restaurants you want to go to, or regular restaurants that have vegan options, or you know just whatever. That way if you're feeling like uninspired or like I don't know what I want, like go in the little folder and like, oh shit, I can make fajitas, and make the fucking fajitas because it's gonna be good.
Exactly. Use your resources. And I guess those are our vegan tips.
Those are our tips, and I think there's like there were probably more like squished in there that we
Yeah.
like didn't announce as like tips, but like
Right.
hopefully this is helpful. If it is, let us know. If you want more information, also let us know, because we're happy to record this specific episode like 10 more times,
Yeah.
because we know there's shit that we forgot, and we know that as we like learn and grow even more, we're gonna find more tips, and there's gonna be more that we're like ready to tell y'all about. Like, oh shit, did you hear about this? Like, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah. We'll try to keep you posted.
It's not too late to do Veganuary. It's not too late to start like a new New Year's goal or resolution or whatever it is that you do to like try vegan. Try it for a month. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.